everybody, welcome to your October tarot reading for the collective. For this reading today, which is for the group, I'll be using tarot, cosmic tarot, which I use almost every time. And then this, I'll be using the Druid craft tarot. The cards look like this. Let's get started on this reading. Well, it's about this Princess of Pentacles, and so the Princess of Pentacles card looks like this. This is either Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn type person, and which means very earthy energy. It's probably a young lady that's good with animals and plants. Now, she just went on a break from something, so this was her break. So maybe this is like, if she's in school, it could have been like a summer break or, you know, a vacation, or else she could have gone to on an out of town trip. Okay, so this Taurus person, doesn't have to be a Taurus, it could be a Virgo or Capricorn. Just a young lady who has a lot of earth energy. So she's very practical. She's very, she probably is very dedicated to her family. She likes food. But the thing is that she's not very mature. So that's why this is probably like a daughter or a younger person. So for whoever's watching this, depending on your age, this is probably a daughter. And we have two aces here, so maybe she's really coming into after this break that she's had of some sort, or this like could have been like a surrender period. She's going to be making or like coming to some goal, financial goal. She's going to be making some financial goal, and then she's going to have a huge victory at the end of the month. So I'm not really sure what this victory is about, but from the Ace of Pentacles, it kind of looks like a work victory. Like she's going to be victorious, like she's really working on something, and then closer to the end of the month, she's going to learn something maybe that she doesn't really want to know. I mean, this could be knowledge is power. So I'm going to pull some cards on this Ace of Swords to see exactly what she's learning, because it's like after the victory, then she learns something else. So it's kind of implying that I don't know if what she learns is going to really be aligned with the victory card. Otherwise, why would we have it in that order? Kind of flew out, which just can be a guy, but it's somebody who works way too hard typically. So this could be her like overworking herself to the point of getting sick and being very stubborn. So sometimes with these earth energy people, I mean, what I mean by earth energy is like very practical, family oriented. Like they can also be stubborn, and they like to work because they're dedicated to their family, and their, you know, work is ensuring money coming in, and which means prosperity for their family. But they could be very stubborn, like workaholics, right? And then they kind of, yeah, a lot of changes. So this Taurus woman has, or a young lady actually is what she is coming into a lot of changes at the end of October, early November. And I think it comes from work. And after this big victory at work, like for example, if she's promoted or something like this, or she gets a raise, then after that, she's gonna be working too hard and kind of seeing herself as a victim, kind of oppressing herself. I'll take another picture, but this card is about like oppressing yourself and victim energy, and this is about working too hard. So in other decks, this guy actually has like a bandage around his head because he's hurt himself. He's injured himself by working too much. And then Wheel of Fortune is like a lot of changes. So a lot of changes. So it's kind of like overwhelming changes. That's what this card is about. So this young lady is going through, after she has this, she reaches this victory of what she wants, she's going to be going through some big changes that she is not expecting. Okay, I'm shuffling from the Druid Tarot, Druid Craft Tarot. It's interesting pull. I'm going to take a photo of this. The main thing we have in the center of this reading is the Six of Cups, which is usually a friends group. So I don't know if this is the friends that are around the Taurus young lady, or just like friends in general, or like just the friends of whoever's watching this video. But Six of Cups is a lot about like having authentic people around you. Like these people like really care about you. You can tell them your secrets. You can depend on them. None of them are going to backstab you. So this is like a really good card about who you're surrounded by and them having truly your best interest in mind. Now, but right before this, like shortly before this, there was some sort of change. So this means that like there was a big change in the friends group so I don't know if this means like your friends group just drastically changed or something happened where you had friends in last month and then like in October, like you don't have friends, or you didn't have friends in September and like now you have a ton of friends in October. There's something going on with the friends because the death card is like, it's actually the death of anticipation. So some change to your friends group, or like maybe you didn't know who your friends are. The ones that you have now though, they're authentic, so that's a good thing. And then we have the Lord in the hidden position. So the Lord is like the Emperor card. So this guy's a really hard worker and he is the boss, like kind of like the CEO of the tarot deck, this guy. Okay. And he really closely corresponds with the lady who's the Empress. She's not in here though. So maybe this is like a friend who's always thinking about you and has your best interest in mind, or maybe he's trying to help you with your job, or maybe this is your friend who's like the businessman of the group of friends, because he's hidden. So maybe there's like somebody in the group that like nobody knows is like the actual entrepreneurial type, or the actual like leader of the group, or maybe the leader of the group is hidden now. But then we have the Lovers in the near future. So like maybe the Lord is like maybe he's in the friends group, he's like the secret lover. In the near future, there's like a lover for him. It's kind of complicated, guys. This is a complicated reading this month. I'm not sure. I mean, there's this friends group, and then some lovers are going to be within the friends group. That's what's gonna be. Or nobody knows about this guy being the lover. I don't know. Okay, because the Lord here, he's in the hidden position. Yeah, so I would interpret it as the friends group changing, and then there are lovers within the friends group. And this Lord guy, he's one of the lovers. So I don't know who the lady is, the girl. I don't think this other girl, this would be a lover, because she is very immature. She's not very mature compared to the Lord here, so I don't think they would make a couple. However, we're not done with this reading. So anyways, the Four of Cups is about the home, and about being comfortable, and about being pensive, and like thinking about the home and thinking about comfort. So maybe these two lovers are maybe they're going to move in together, or they're going to find like some very, very stable love here. And this is in like October. So this is kind of, I think it's secret lovers coming out of this friends group and then moving in together. It could be. I'm going to pull some more cards on top of this Four of Cups. All right, what do we need to know about this Four of Cups? Okay, so we have the King of Cups here, which could be the more emotional version of him. So this Emperor, or this Lord, who is also like the Emperor, is like a secret in this friends group because he's hidden. But after a certain amount of time, he's going to become more and more emotional, because the Lord here, he's not really emotional. He's pretty stoic, and he's good at making money. Like he's good at like being the CEO type in this deck, right? Very business oriented, very square man. That's why he's also number 4, because it's like has to do with stability on this square. Now, over time, I think he's going to turn into a more emotional version of himself. The King of Cups, he's mastered the emotions during his life. So he's going to show a different side of himself in like maybe November or something like this, where he's going to really be in touch with his emotions, because he's not in touch with his emotions during the month of October. So this is actually a really good progression of this man. He's actually very mature. And once again, he's in the hidden position, so maybe nobody knows he's mature. Like nobody knows, I think nobody knows a lot about this emperor slash lord guy. And so the secret lover on the female side could be the high priestess. That's who this is. This is the only female in here where it's like showing me who she could be. And the Lord, he's very, very masculine, so he's gonna like some of this female mystique that the high priestess has. You see how she's like kind of crazy in these like crazy looking robes here? Kind of like a hippie witch. I mean, he's gonna like that because look at him. He's got these antlers. Like, I think he likes crazies. I think he likes crazy women. And here she is. Great. Six of Swords. They could be sailing off in the sunset together. I don't really know. Like moving on. They could be moving on together or like just moving on to the next part or trying to get over something emotionally. Trying to like overcome something because this card, a lot of times the Six of Swords is like sailing into smoother waters. Or in my deck, in my other deck, it's more about like balance through achievement through balance. It's like moving on to the next best thing. So I think they might be going forward together or like parallel wise, or I don't know, they could be moving in together. It's there is this progression in their journey, but it's kind of hidden here. It's obvious, it's kind of hidden because it's hidden in a friends group. This is like about a friends group with like things happening inside of it. Authentic, good friends. This deck is kind of saying like there is a secret duo in this larger group, and nobody's gonna really, it's not really come to light until like November perhaps. I'm gonna pull a summary card. All right, this is what we have. The beloved. Okay, the beloved. Okay, well, this might be related to the Lover's card here. I don't know for sure. Let me look at this. Often separation becomes the basis to reunite once again on a higher frequency. True self-love is the key to lasting relationships with others and most importantly with yourself. Okay, this has to do with like self-love. I think that this reading may have to do with a death of a love and then like a rebirth of a love. And it's a love of people that are within a friends group that maybe nobody really sees. And then this is like reestablishing that this is somebody here is a beloved after a period of self-care. This is also kind of saying that maybe this person who this is for may not want to reunite with this other person because we have this very serious separation or like change. And the meaning of this card it's about self-love. It's not necessarily reuniting, it's the option of reuniting. So, you know, if you are in, like I said, as I said before, if you're in a dedicated friends group with people that are very authentic and loving, you're gonna have lovers within your group that maybe nobody is aware of, but it will eventually come out like in November. I hope you enjoyed this reading. I'll make another video before you know it. Night.